So Arcade1UP is making its first bold move with a risky product announcement, the Infinity Game Table. Let's do a quick analysis and what the product is about and where did Arcade1UP copy this idea from. Let's get into it. Hey guys, thanks for tuning to ToyKade for another Arcade1UP news video. The video you just saw is not the Infinity Game Table, but just one of the few products that already exist in the market on AliExpress that offers digital gaming tables similar to what Arcade1UP is just announced last week. In this video, I'm going to look at what is on offer from Arcade1UP, already existing product where the Infinity Game Table is based on, and what are my first impressions about this. In my opinion, this is the first real test for Tastemakers on how innovative and successful they are when offering something new. Arcade1UP has been successful based on repackaging commercial arcade machines into more affordable 3/4 scale toys for the home. They are now testing the waters with a new product that is hoping to migrate existing board game collectors to the digital age to add convenience and portability. So the Infinity Game Table was originally leaked in the making of the Arcade1UP documentary released early this year.
First Infinity Gaming Table. And that Infinity Gaming Table is going to hold all of your classic board games with some other things as well. So we're excited about the future.
Welcome guys, this is Arcade1UP.
You know us. We're the guys that brought you all the games that you love and reimagine at your house. And now let me introduce you to the best product you've ever seen. It's the Infinity Gaming Table. We have the best library known to mankind. And we're doing that by partnering up with the most incredible brands in the world. Think about Parker Brothers and Hasbro, who make Monopoly and Scrabble. This is game night reimagined.
Very little was known until last week when official images and details of the product was released. They will be offering two screen sizes, 24 and 32 inch, and from the pictures it looks like the size of the table is the same between the two models, just that the bezel on the smaller model is more prominent. These will be HD touchscreens that has personalized dynamic zooming viewing, responsive tactile feedback, Wi-Fi connectivity for online gameplay, and expansion of games and other interactive content via the App Store. The table will come with two USB slots and a memory slot from what I can see. The USB slots potentially is for phone charging or syncing, and the memory slot, not quite sure. I guess we'll have to wait. Obviously this is a touchscreen and the legs will be removable, but it can be used as a coffee table or a tabletop without the legs. This is definitely a very smart feature as it allows portability to an extent. I'll go into more details about that later, which is fundamental for board gaming, but also allowed to be a functional furniture when not used. The table will come preloaded with a selection of classic Hasbro games. It may include such games as Monopoly, Scrabble, Battleship, Game of Life, Trivial Pursuit, and Candyland. They are also offering an app store where you can purchase additional games from other publishers and indie developers. From the promo video, you can see such titles that can be purchased may include Coloring Book, Yahtzee, Hungry Hippo, Jigsaw Puzzle, Chess, Checkers, and Poker. This is just a big tablet with a custom OS on legs that is being marketed as a gaming table. There's also an existing commercial product known as Fun for Four, which is what the Infinity Game Table is based on from what I can see. The concept is appealing as most things are being digitalized now, so why not board games as well? I personally like the idea, but when I think more about it, why would I want to use this item? With the current 3/4 arcade machines, this makes sense for the Gen Y and X, as they have a nostalgic attachment to arcade machines, and having a man cave with arcade and pinball machine is a dream for most. But a digital board game table? The Gen Y and X, and even the current generation geeks, associate board games with cardboard and plastic, so trying to create a new product that hasn't found success in the last decade is going to be a tough sell and journey for Tastemakers. Board game night is meant to bring the family and friends together, and away from the TV screen, smartphones and tablets. But this product kind of conflicts with that. Why would you want your kids to stare at a screen for hours? As a parent myself, I wouldn't want that. Yes, it does come with cool features such as save game and endless app to keep the kids busy, but that can already be achieved with tablets and smartphones. You then need to consider the trade-off of the power cord. A tablet or smartphone has no cords. You can see from the pictures that this is powered by a cord and not battery, which should bring the cost down, but will lose one of the most appealing features about a tablet: portability. Imagine having this furniture in your living room with a power cord running to the wall, or even on a dining table with an extension cord required. The images on the website and the promo video cleverly hides the power cord, but this will be a hard pass for many as the portability appeal is kind of hindered when compared to a tablet or an old school game board. Let's look at the game selection. Currently they only have family friendly kids games, and based on what I mentioned earlier, I wouldn't want my kids to be staring at the screen too long. The board game selection needs to be improved. Having basic Hasbro titles won't do it for most. Yes, there is an app store which currently shows other interactive apps such as Jigsaw and chess and puzzles, but these are not the primary apps for the table. Those apps can be easily found on other wireless devices. The appeal has to come from the board games. I'm a board game enthusiast and have monthly board game nights with my mates. Games I play include Settlers of Catan, Kings of Tokyo, ToyKade, Seven Wonders, and other titles of that nature. If these titles were made available, it will be definitely a huge selling point. Being able to play those games locally and remotely with friends is huge, but not Monopoly, not Scrabble. Those games are too simplistic, especially those end consumers will not be willing to fork hundreds of dollars for those games on a digital table. Your true market will be the hardcore gamers and the games I mentioned earlier. So what about the private data and information that's not meant to be visible to your opponents? How would that be maintained? That's one of the major flaws with this product and clearly shown in the promo video of Scrabble where the person clearly exposing his tiles to his opponents. If they are copying the Fun to 4 product, then most likely they'll implement a review icon where the user clicks on the button and with the aid of their very own hands to cover the tiles or cards. The cards will be revealed once pressed. This has been done on digital tables at casinos and most likely will be followed by Arcade1UP. There's also the possibility that they'll allow integration with smartphones, which is also done with the Fun on 4 table, where users can refer to their own phone to see what cards or tiles they're holding. So what about the Wi-Fi feature? Being able to play with other people over the world, is it really that great? Board game is about playing with your family and friends and having a good catch-up conversation. So why would you want to play with strangers all over the world that you barely know playing Monopoly or Scrabble? You can do that on your smartphone already. This is not like arcade or console game where it's competitive. Board game is more about social interaction. But what about other friends? Well, all your mates will need to own one if you want to play with them. I don't think my friends are willing to pay a few $100s for this machine. It's not going to happen. In theory it sounds good, but practicality it's not. Unless this becomes accessible, easy and affordable, the online gameplay with friends won't happen. Most likely you'll be playing online gameplay with other Arcade1UP fanboys. Now let's talk about the Kickstarter campaign. Originally I was confused by this. Arcade1UP doing a Kickstarter? Who would have thought, especially with their home arcade empire running at full steam? But it clearly shows that Arcade1UP are not too confident about this product. Although they come out and said that there's a huge board game following on Kickstarter with new board games, which is true. If you follow Kickstarter, you'll notice that most board games are usually more hardcore, more complex, sci-fi, fantasy based games. Not really Monopoly kids friendly games. So this is clearly a marketing spiel to hide the possible fact that they are just testing the market. This product niche has been tried and failed previously, so it'll be interesting to see how the Kickstarter go. I think they will sell enough units and deem it a success initially because they are riding on the current Arcade1UP success, and with their huge fan base following, they will definitely sell a lot of units. Price is unknown at this moment, but reported in the press release, they are potentially targeting 500 range. Before I end this video, I want to show you other products that is available that inspired the Infinity game table. The first one is the Fun for 4. This image will look very similar if you've done the Arcade1UP survey released early this year. Fun for 4 is a commercial product in Europe that is pay to play system. It has all the classic Hasbro titles, which will give you an idea how it will be like on the Infinity game table. It also showcases other fun interactive games that is possible. The second item is one of many 32-inch digital game tables sold on AliExpress. It looks very similar to the Infinity game table, but it looks to be an Android based system with a longer legs. And this retails for $1,300. I'll leave a link to the respective websites in the description below. Alright guys, that's all for this video. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think about the Infinity game table? Are you planning on backing this item on Kickstarter when it's available? Or you just don't care and just want to pre-order the pinball? I was initially excited about this product, but more I think about it and look at the limitations that comes with it, then I understand why such a product hasn't been successful previously. I'm still keen on getting one if it's affordable, but there are a few things I hope Arcade1UP addresses or confirm before its release. In my opinion, they need to consider the internal battery, but I highly doubt that will be feasible for such a huge screen and will most likely blow up the costs. I personally don't want any cords for a gaming table as I've been spoiled with an iPad Pro and smartphone. They also need a good game selection beyond the basic family-friendly board games such as Settlers of Catan, King of Tokyo's to appeal to the tabletop fans. Hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to support the channel. As always, stay safe and thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. See ya.